Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Clouds by Simon. I know it's been a while. It's been some time since I've put up a new review. My apologies. Life is, as we know it, very, very busy. So I picked up something a little bit different a couple of weeks ago, last week. It is a little bit old, so we're going to go over it, put some batteries in it, put a couple of builds on it, see what I reckon. It is a bit of an older mod. Managed to pick it up at a right price. Still wrapped in plastic, still brand new. So what we're looking at today is the Wismec Luxotic. Luxotic, Luxonic, yep, something like that. In the resin green. Obviously, being an older mod, hasn't got any socials or anything on it, so obviously Wismec, well, actually, bit of a website there, my apologies, YouTube. What have we got there? Designed to buy, Wismec, Luxotic, and just some basic information on the back. As you can see, it's still wrapped in plastic, so let's drop this camera, open her up, and have a bit of a gander, shall we? See you down there. Alright, there we have it. Try and keep that in camera. It's a pretty big box, isn't it? Yeah, so I believe this is a 18650 or 2700. Is what I'm led to believe. Also led to believe that it is a semi-mech. So we'll open her up. Get this wonderful crunchy plastic off it. Don't need any of that. We'll get this shiny piece off here. Oh yeah, bit of a paper open. Geez, that looks pretty, doesn't it? The resin on that. Oh, very nice. I reckon it could be a little bit of a fingerprint magnet, but we'll check that out. I'll just put that slightly aside. We'll see what we've got in the bottom here. Please be careful, do not use batteries if torn, blah blah blah, a little bit of battery safety. And I think that's pretty much going to be about it in there. It doesn't feel like there's much else to that, so we can put that aside. Bring this back over. This is what we want to look at. Pretty basic, pretty simple. Fire button. I believe that's a, I'm terrible at pronouncing that, but a, what do they call them? Basically like your volt gauge. I can think of the word, but I can't pronounce it. Someone let me know in the comments there. Now I believe this little fella up here is a switch between para or series. As for which way that goes, I'm not actually too sure, as there's no further paperwork or anything in here, I don't think. Let's see if we can open this up a little bit further. Let's see if there is anything further in here, which I would be very surprised if there is, because, look at that. We have paperwork. It's amazing what you find if you actually start pulling things apart. That foam is in there very tight. So mode switch, fire button, voltage regulating switch is what we'll call this one here. Voltage regulation switch and bottom cover. Alright, battery sleeves. Batteries go in positive up. Parallel mode, series mode. So if you're looking at the mod that way, we are currently in series mode, switching between parallel mode. While pushing the mechanical switch to the left, you can switch to the parallel mode. With the indicator light flash 5 times, the indicator light will keep in white while vaping under parallel mode. By pressing the mechanical switch to the right, you can switch to series mode. With the indicator flashing 5 times, the indicator light will flash red. So it will keep it in red while vaping under series mode. Moreover, you can adjust the voltage from 1 volt to 8 volts by rotating the voltage regulating switch under this mode clockwise to increase, counterclockwise to decrease. There you go. There we go. It's got resistance testing, blah blah blah. Resistance output is lower than 0.1. The indicator light will flash quickly 5 times, suggesting the resistance is too low or potential short circuit. Well, there goes the idea of putting that para build on, because that ain't going to fire. I sorted out a parallel build for this, and at a 0.1 cutoff, that's not going to work. So where are we there? To the left. What did I say to the left was? To the left was parallel. Alright. In that case, we might just run it in series, because I've got a nice series build ready to go for that. And we've got a battery door down the bottom here. That just slides off. Nice and easy. Nice machining on there. Nice and clean. Battery doors, obviously. Whoop. Battery doors. Clean, pretty simple. Battery orientation, negative, negative. And that's pretty much about it. So if we, oh, there we go, and some battery sleeves to go from 18650 to 2700. Now I don't have a pair of 2700, so I'll be running this in 18650 with some 20S batteries. So if we go counterclockwise all the way around to counterclockwise, that is turning it down. Was that correct? Rotating the voltage regulating switch under this mode clockwise to increase, counterclockwise to decrease. Alright, so it's turned all the way down. Not really a whole lot to it. It is reasonably weighty for, you know, for what it is. Well, let's drop some batteries in it and see what she does. So straight off the charger, some 20S's. Positive, positive, negative, negative. Put in, and we have a red button. I'm not sure if you caught that or not. Red button, a red light. Let's flick it to parallel and flash white. There we go. We don't want white. You want to flick it over to series, or it'll flash 5 times and stay red. Alright, well, I suppose we put an atomizer on it and see what we can do. How big is it? What will it hold? What will it hold? Where have my verniers gone? I'm going to put the Nightmare on it, but let's see exactly how big this is. Alright, so across the top of it here we have 27. Let's flip that around so you guys can see it. 26 mil. Yep. Cool. There we are. So it'll comfortably fit at 26, which means it might have a little bit of overhang with the Nightmare. Possibly. Slide him on and have a look. So the Nightmare's a 28. Nightmare's a 28 and ever so slight overhang, but that's nothing to worry about. All right, let's get this juiced up, and I'll see you up top, and we'll vape on it and see what sort of power this thing puts out. See you up there soon. All right, back on top with the Wismec Luxotic. So I've juiced him up. Might actually put a couple more drops in that now that it's sat for 30 seconds while I've relocated myself. Dripping on the last of some luscious liquids. Raspberry white chocolate cheesecake. It's not a bad little drop. See if the red button, sort of, you can hear it pulsing. So turn him up a little bit more. Well, it fires, so there's a positive. There's a very big plus. Put batteries in it, it turns on, and it fires. Now this is a 0.3 build. Now, actually no, it's not. I lie. It's a little bit under, touch under 0.3. So the cutoff I think I saw before is a 0.3. So it shouldn't have any problem at all firing this. So like I said before when I was reading had a quick look over the paperwork, the para build that I had organised to go in it is a little bit lower than a 0.1, so obviously I can't do a para comparison. Keep that one in your bank. Para comparison. In a way of power side of things, because I don't have a build. Actually, do I? I do. It's all the way back over there on the desk. Next time. Let's turn that up. So that's up all the way. Turned that all the way around to 8 volts. 8 volts, did I say it was? It hits hard now. Like I said, I think these coils are about a 0.27, 0.28, somewhere in that ballpark. Turned all the way up around at 8 volts. Works well. It works. I didn't doubt that it wasn't going to work. Had no doubt of that at all. It was brand new, still wrapped in plastic. Yes, it's been sitting on the shelf for a little bit, but she's brand new. There's nothing can go wrong with it sitting on the shelf. Thank you, Geelong Vape Co, for allowing me to purchase your last and only shelf piece that nobody else wanted. Thank you very much. And yeah, I believe it's kind of like a V3 of the Noisy Cricket, because they had the Noisy Cricket 1, which was series. Then they had the Noisy Cricket V2, which was a para series. You could switch it between the two. That was also a semi-mech sort of setup as well, which I have sitting up there that I haven't looked at yet. So leave a comment down below if you want me to pull out the V2 and have a look at.
So I believe this is sort of like their V3. Obviously not named the Noisy Cricket, named the Luxonic, or Luxonic. Anyway, you get the picture. So thank you very much, guys, for tuning in for a bit of a flashback review on an old item, on some older hardware anyway. Please, I know I've been absent for a little bit, but hit that subscribe button, hit that notifications bell. It means a lot to me. Hopefully this year I'll get some more content out, and you'll see some more of me, which will be good. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We'll see what we can do. Yeah. Anyway, guys, as always, stay safe, keep it cloudy, and enjoy.